From the hot race over Honolulu mayor to the rising cost of hot dogs in public school lunches.
Oh, yeah. Our media partners at Civil Beat cover it all. And Chad Blair joins us live over civilbeat.com. He's the political reporter over there. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning. Apparently, I'm also the hot dog reporter.
That's a good thing.
And that's my favorite story of the morning, so we'll get to the hot dogs in a little bit. But let's talk about Civil Beat's latest poll on the Honolulu mayoral race. It's coming out just in time for tonight's debate, again at 8 o'clock right here on KITV4. Now, your poll numbers show that Ben Cayetano is at 51-42 over Kirk Caldwell. Do those numbers have a link with people's attitudes toward rail?
They have almost an exact link to their attitudes on rail. It matches nearly number for number, just slightly. The number of people that are opposed to rail also are supporting Ben Cayetano for Honolulu mayor. And by the way, they haven't changed their minds. They made their minds up about rail a very long time ago. So it's a very difficult thing for Kirk Caldwell to change their minds to vote for him.
Well, Chad, I know in politics, candidates often use negative ads because they work, but do you think those attack ads against Cayetano may have backfired?
You have to ask yourself if that is the case. As you pointed out, negative ads generally are successful, but in this case, the pro-rail groups that are spending against Cayetano, they don't seem to be budging those numbers very much. One thing that is very hopeful for Kirk Caldwell, however, it does appear that many of the people that voted for Peter Carlisle in the primary are drifting towards Kirk Caldwell. He has moved into the 40th percentile. Remember, he was in the high 20s back before the primary, so that's his best bet. But in terms of those ads, they don't seem to be having a lot of effect.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the mayor supporters go for the election. Now, Civil Beat also talked to Panos Provedoros on Cayetano's bus rapid transit plan. What's he saying?
Well, the biggest news is he says it's going to cost more than they said last week. Right now, the figure is $1.8 billion. That's $700 million more than when Ben Cayetano introduced his BRT plan. Now, the reason apparently has a lot to do with including contingency funds, not just financing. But you have to wonder, oh my gosh, rising costs for the BRT. We've seen that with rail as well. By the way, Cayetano will introduce a complete financial picture for that transit plan later this week.
All right. Well, finally, let's talk about hot dogs. Now, the DOE, I know, is paying more for hot dogs in school lunches. What's this story all about?
Well, in fact, the cost of a wiener is going to go from 22 cents a dog to 40 cents. The reason, apparently, is because it will not just be a mixed meat dogs. These will be all beef hot dogs. That's more expensive. We're not sure why the DOE made the change, however. We can't seem to get an answer on that. So anyway, all beef dogs.
Chad, I wouldn't consider a hot dog healthy in any means, but is all beef healthier than your mixed meat hot dog?
I am not going to make a determination on that one. I'll let others make that call. I can tell you I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm not going to find it very appetizing.
You're not the hot dog expert. All right,
no.
We understand.
We're just hungry.
We're just a report.
Ask me about politics.
Okay.
Now, we're going to see you again tonight on the debate here on KITV4, Chad, right?
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to go back to sleep and get a little bit more shut-eye so that I'm nice and rested for tonight's debate. Looking forward to it.
We'll see you then, Chad. Thank you.
Take care.
And you can find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com. It is 6:38.